Good evening, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about that part of our bodies that we take for granted, not eyesight. And joining me to take us through a do it along session is my yoga teacher for the last few months, Yamini Muthanna. She leads a daily morning session at 6 a.m., evening session at 6 p.m., and I'm feeling fantastic. So, this is eye yoga. Eye yoga because for the last 18 months, that's all we've been doing is peering into the screen. A flat screen, pad, computer, via Zoom or Instagram or WhatsApp, going left, right, typing with our fingers. I went for an eye exam, Yamini, I have to confess, and after 60 years, I now need glasses. I now need glasses. But as my doctor said, you're very lucky, you escaped it 20 years later. So, before Yamini starts, I'm going to encourage you to either listen, take notes, or do it with her. But what she requested and I sent out to all of you, if you have a yoga mat, if you have some blocks, some soft cushions, grated potato, grated cucumber, a teaspoon of coconut oil, and of course, your food or nutrition. So I will now leave you and will rejoin you at the end of 40 minutes. So that's how long it will take for Yamini's session.
And some cotton pads.
Yes. And some cotton pads, right, for this.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So go ahead, everyone. Pay attention. And Yamini, it's all yours.
Thank you, Akka. It's such a pleasure to be here, and thank you so much. I love being here, and I love you. Thank you. It's a great opportunity to connect to all of them and do something which is very the thing of the need of the time. Thanks, Akka.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hi. Good evening. So let's start. What we should do is, I'll first of all, you know what we could do? I will just list out all those things which you are not, which is bad for the eyes. Okay, let me just get my thing in order. I'm just a bit out of place at this point of time. I'm just going to get set myself properly, and then I'm just going to come back to you all. Okay, now we're good. Right, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to list out all those things which is a no-no for the eyes. Maybe some of the things you are into a habit of doing it. So we shall, first of all, make the list of all those little things which is not good for the eyes, and some of the things which is essential for the eyes. And then we will go to do some asanas which are very helpful to for the optic nerve, basically. And we will do a few massages for the eyes. Very few I will introduce to you. You can make a list of all these things and make it a habit. It will be fantastic for you to make it a habit to do it once a day at least, morning or evening, whichever time is comfortable for you. Okay, so let me start listing all those things which we ignore, or we take our eyes for granted, or we are not aware of it, or we are not mindful about it. Okay, so the first thing which is a no-no is going out without goggles, which we all do not, we do not take it so seriously. It is very important that you protect your eyes outside. Talking about that, it is also important that the eyes get a little sunlight. So the best light for the, I'm going to start off from, I'm dividing this session as a morning, afternoon and night session, okay? So this is the morning session. Early morning, getting out of the house and exposing the eyes to the sun when the sun is just 20 degrees above the horizon, okay? So in the sense of, I mean, not all of us will get to see the sun, but going out and getting exposed to the rays, even the outside, is supposed to be very healthy for the eyes, okay? And looking at green, looking at blue is a good thing to start to open the eyes in the morning, okay? So just getting out onto your balcony and looking up at the sky, at least for 10 minutes, you need to just look around at the green and the fresh air into your eyes is fantastic. So let's say it is the sun before 7 o'clock. After 7 o'clock, depending on where you're living, you need to have a pair of good sunglasses, which will protect your eyes from the sun. That is one thing. Another thing is the glare of the screen. So if you can wear a UV protective glass, which has got anti-glare glasses, fantastic. Okay, so this is another thing which will really protect your eyes, which is very soothing for the optic nerve when you have those UV protected this thing. So please get used to it. What is it? It needn't have to have any. I mean, if you don't have any power required, so you can have those glasses which are you get the blue lights on your glass. So that's what is required. And that was number 2. Number 3, actually, I should not be giving it in order. These are all important point number 1s. So nutrition, okay? So when you start feeling your eyes are drying up, your eyes are feeling itchy, and you're feeling blur in the sense of you feel foggy. So when all that is happening, number 1 is you need to start thinking about certain deficiency, okay? D3 is one. That is when you do not get enough sun. And another one is vitamin A, vitamin C. So there are a whole list of, in fact, when you start feeling it that way, when you feel that your eyes are not doing its work properly, that's when you just go into one round of multivitamins so that you replenish yourself. First of all, the nutrition, the kind of food you eat makes a lot of difference. You will have itchy eyes, you will have blurred eyes if you had too much of sweet the previous day. So the insulin production it has to be under control. So it's very important that we take care of what we eat and eat mindfully and do not indulge too much of sweet, in the sense that you have had different kinds of sweets, which is maybe the next day of a festival evening or something. Especially having it in the night, the next day you're going to have problems with your eyes, dry eyes, itchy eyes, blurred eyes, heavy eyes, bag eyes, all these things happen. Water retention, first of all, I mean, will also set in your eyes. So that is the nutrition bit of it. I can give a list of all those things as to which is good for eyes. Right away, I can say all your leafy vegetables, carrots are fantastic. And they say that corn and tomatoes put together and had is very, very good for the eyes, because it kind of, both of them together has got an ingredient which is good for the eyes. So thinking about your nutrition as to what is good, what is beneficial for your eyes is another thing which we need to take care of. And another one, most important, the makeup. It is very important that we just clean our makeup, eye makeup properly with a very good cleanser. The best cleanser is the coconut oil. I really great thing about coconut oil. So coconut oil really cleanses it up. And if there are glitters and stuff like that, then you may have to use a good makeup remover. But otherwise, just a kajal. Even a simple homemade kajal has to be cleared, removed, so that it doesn't dry up your lashes. That is one thing. And then, so these are the 5 things which I can immediately remember. And of course, setting your screen properly, setting your screen to where you're looking. It has to be in samadrishti. It should not be down too much. Samadrishti is where you need to set. Samadrishti is when your eyeballs are set in the center. And also, the neck position is also very, very important for us to maintain eye health. In the sense of, we are not supposed to strain our muscles unnecessarily. For example, if you're somebody who has your chin lifted up while you're working, so that is not okay for the eyes, because the drishti is not set and there is a lot of drooping. There is a lot of the muscles on the upper part of the eyes are, kind of are affected. And then if you're looking down and if you're the one who was this way, is also not okay. So keeping your eyes in samadrishti for all your work is very ideal. And of course, you need to wear these UV protected glasses if you're working for a longer time. And another thing is, setting the thing and the screen setting, which is shouldn't be too bright. It should not kind of hit into your eyes. When you're looking at your screen, if you feel that you feel the light on your lashes, I'm not feeling at this point of time. When you start feeling light on your lashes, that means it's too bright, and your eyes starts to get a little smaller. Then you need to start reducing these are a few things which I can think about, and this is just general knowledge. This is just common sense, which I'm just talking about. Okay, so this is something which you can make note of, all those things which are not good for the eyes. You can think about it. I'm sure I might have left a few things. Okay. Oh yes, I did leave something very, very important. Hydrating. You need to keep, as soon as your eyes start itching, you start drinking water. So that's something which is going to help you feel fresh in your eyes and also rejuvenate the eyes. It rejuvenates the eyes as soon as you start drinking water. Warm water is ideal. Yes, cold water feels really good, but warm water, body temperature water is the best, lukewarm. So drinking water is very, very, very good. And in the nutrition for your snacks during the course of the day, please your shopping list. Maybe you should get sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds. These three are fantastic for the eyes. Okay, so these three mixed and kept, maybe roasted a little bit with a little salt and kept is also very good. When I'm talking about salt, again, too much of salt is also not good for the eyes. That also creates it creates redness, it creates acidity inside the body. Sweet, of course, it creates that fog. This one creates itchy eyes. Okay, so these are all a few things very, very important to take care of what you eat and eat mindfully. Include all the colors of vegetables in your salads, at least 5 colors of vegetables in your salad, because it kind of replenishes your nutritional needs, and eyes are a part of it. So this is about food, and then glasses, and then setting your screen, and then your drishti, as in samadrishti, and hydrate. So these 5 points, I think, which will kind of take care of a whole lot of things, which is be mindful about these 5 things. Okay, so that was my first thing which I wanted to discuss. And another thing is a few habits which you can start getting used to. Number 1, the best, is oil pulling. Okay, so you take a mouthful of coconut oil, just cold pressed coconut oil from the organic store. Keep it in your bathroom. As soon as you wake up in the morning, first thing, without drinking any water, you just take a mouthful of coconut oil, time it, gargle. Keep gargling, swallowing it all over your mouth, in your tongue, under your tongue, in your palate, up and down, side, everywhere. Gargling it for 5 minutes. It's required for you to do it for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, you are not going to you're not going to throw it into your sink, but flush it in your toilet, in the commode. Okay? Flush it in that. And then after that, drink a glass of warm water. And another thing which is very, very good to release acidity from the body, which affects the eyes a lot, is the apple cider vinegar drink. Okay, so this many things, which is Apple cider vinegar with lime juice will be perfect. And if you do not like the taste of it, add a little honey to it. That's sorted. So early in the morning, your first routine would be gargling, so, oil pulling. Then coconut oil or sesame oil is good, depending on where you are. Coconut oil is ideal because it suits all weather, okay, and all body doshas. So coconut oil is ideal. So there are different therapeutic oils for different doshas. I'm not going to cover all that. Coconut oil is fine for all the doshas. So coconut oil pulling, and then the apple cider vinegar, which kind of settles your digestion, okay. After that, you would be brushing your teeth, and do not forget to clean your tongue. Okay, so these three things as a habit, if you're not been doing it, I'm sure most of you would be doing it. But if you're not been doing it, these three things, just add it on to your schedule. Add it on to your early morning routine. This will take care of a lot of things around. Okay, so so that was the morning routine. And then morning, there are a few things which you could do as an exercises. If you're used to lighting lamp for your puja, that lamp is very good. I'll tell you why. In the yoga system, these lamp and the til oil lamp is very, very good for, I mean, basically Agni. Any form of Agni is very, very good for the eyes, because from the eyes, it moves into the body, creating ojas and tejas in the body. Okay, so lighting a lamp in the morning, be it a puja, or if it's just a lamp, if you can get used to just lighting a lamp on the dining table. If it is not, I mean, I wouldn't want to get religious over here. On your dining table, if you have a nice lamp, Agni, lighting the first thing in the morning and looking at Agni is very, very good for the eyes and the body, because it creates tejas. Okay? So I will not go into what ojas, tejas and sattvic is. So tejas is very important for us, and it is very important for the eyes, and therefore lighting a lamp early in the morning after these three things. One more thing into your routine in the morning, staring at the lamp for a while is very good. Tratak, we start Tratak with that. Doing Tratak early in the morning takes care of the rest of your days, the demand which you give, I mean, the demands which you give to your eyes, okay? So the Tratak is about, Tratak, there are exercises, but there is more deeper meaning into the Tratak, which I am not going deeper into, but I'm going to tell you what exactly it is. It is used mostly in the tantric form of yoga, where eyes, drishti, plays a very important role. In fact, even in Ashtanga yoga, which I practice, we do have drishtis, but we, as Ashtanga yoga is Hatha yoga practice, where we are doing more physical work. In spite of doing more physical work, eyes play a very, very important role. In the sense of each of the asana has got a drishti point, and it's a part of the definition of the asana. For example, if you're doing Trikonasana, the Trikonasana drishti is Hastagrahi drishti, where you're looking Urdhva drishti, where your drishti is turned to the side and you're looking at the position in a straight line. It is not like a crooked like this. You know what I mean? So the drishti is always samadrishti into the point of looking. Okay, so that is specified in all the asanas. For example, in Bhujangasana, depending on a therapeutic, depending on a therapy, if that is what the person doing wants, the drishti centers are also specified. Say, for example, the one which is to the nose is called Nasagrahi drishti, and then you have Bhrumadhya drishti, then Vamabhaga drishti, then you have Dakshina Bhaga drishti. So there are the different drishtis which is being mentioned specifically for different asanas and different things. So practice of yoga, if you can get into your daily routine, this is another thing which, if you can get into a habit, of course you're doing other forms of exercises, which is fantastic. But adding on at least 3 days a week yoga into your routine takes care of a lot of things. And also, why yoga is because yoga targets the vagus nerve, which is, you must have heard of that. It's a very important nerve, which is the longest nerve in the body, which from the head through your tail to your abdominals it is one strong nerve which kind of sends sensory signals to the rest of the body. So the parasympathetic activities is being taken care of that nerve, and optic nerve is connected to it. So your body reacts because of your eyes. So whatever you look, the body has a reaction to it, and that message is taken through by the vagus nerve. And that's a very important nerve for us in the yoga practice. As we work on nadis and we work more on the nervous system, of course the muscles and the skeletal structure is working. Our main target is also main target is the nervous system, and therefore most of the asanas are very, very beneficial for, that's why headstands are fantastic for eye care. But if you're not a yoga practitioner, headstands are not going to happen for a while, at least until you start practicing. I'm going to give you a few tips as to how to charge that area of the head. Okay, so that's going to be in a while. In the meantime, let me just give you a little gist about why it is important and why yoga trataks are important. So that's basically where I'm going into. So that's what. So the optic nerve is something which we are going to target now. I'm not going to the vagus nerve, which we will do in the asanas in a while. So that's something which I wanted to share with you so that you know where I'm coming from and why are we doing these things and what is the target point of all this. Okay. Now let's get into Tratak. First of all, you need to warm up your eyes. Not the eyes first. First of all, you warm up your face. So for that, you're going to rub your palm. Let's start. All of us. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, so let me also, if you have a lamp by the side of you, just please light the lamp. Please light the lamp. And then we will start. I'm going to keep the lamp right in front of the screen so that we all do the staring together. So now, each of these exercises have to be done for at least a count of 6. Now, I'm going to be mindful about the time, so we are not going to do for a count of 6. We will do it for a count of 'So this is my lamp, and it's right here. Actually, I need to keep it here because this is my Samadrishti. So now you're going to keep this lamp in Samadrishti, meaning it's in line with your eyeball. There. Now, another thing is you're keeping the lamp, but you're not looking directly into the oil. You know, you should see that. So the oil is kept like an arm distance apart. Please make note of this. This is very important. So the lamp, you see this lamp? This lamp is kept as in arm distance away. Here. And my drishti is set 1 feet away from my face. 1 feet away from my face here. So my lamp is here and my drishti is set here and I'm just there. So now we are in this. Best thing is to keep your hand positioned like this or positioned on your thighs, whichever is comfortable. And you're going to look at that point you fixed for yourself, not the drishti. You will see the light somewhere, you will see the reflection, but you are not looking into the lamp. So you're going to stare into that point and you're going to stare there for some time. This is very, very important in yoga practice because this tratak leads to meditation. This is open eye meditation actually. Okay, so looking at the lamp, calming yourself down, settling down and slowly warming up the eyes. You will start feeling a little tingle in your eyes. If your eyes are healthy, you will have tears gathered in your eyes very gently. Okay, so that was 10 seconds. I'm counting in my head. Keep your eyes calm and do not stare into it. That's why I said it is 1 feet away from your face. You're just looking here, very calm and settled eyes. And you know what? Don't forget to smile, because if you do not smile, you will have a frown on your face. If you have a frown on your face, you will be setting up a line over there. Okay, so you are just looking at it. So this is your first thing. You stare at it and just be there 5 minutes. Okay, and after that, you're going to warm up your hand. You're going to warm up your hand by rubbing it by rubbing it and hitting onto your face. This is to warm up the entire face. It's just, if it is the eyes, it's not only the eyes we take care of, we also take care of the face. So you hit it. Once that is done, you take your hand again and you rub it. This is your early morning practice, or you can also do it, I mean, if you want to do it in between your work time, in your workplace, at least 30 seconds of pressure rubbing of the hands is required, because you need to feel the heat with the friction. And from here, you're going to take the cup of your palm and you're going to cup your eyes like that. And you release it. You cup your eyes and you release it. You cup your eyes strong and you release it, feeling that sound of plucking which comes, okay? Error 5 times, we do that. Plucking. Error 5 times, we do that. One last one. And we do another one more. Done. From here, I'm going to give you very important pressure points of the eyes. The first pressure point is here. 2. This is the first one. Okay, let me just take this out so that I don't. Okay, the first one is here. Between just where your eyebrows start. The second one is here, where your eyebrows end. The third one is here. The fourth one is here. This is the order, please. Fifth one is here. Okay, so now the fingers. The pressure, the fingers which we are going to use for the first 4 are these 2 fingers. We're going to use the middle finger for the center, for the massage here. So what we're going to do, we're going to circle it clockwise inwards 3 times. Do it 5 times, just make sure that, but we're going to do it 3 times here. So using the center finger, I mean middle finger, we're going to take it circling and anti-clockwise circling, and then you hold. You hold it. See, what I've done is I've also placed my elbow on my thigh, or if you have a table or something, you can place it on that, and we press it. We press it for a hold of 20 seconds. Count 20. And then next you move your index finger to this point. Take a, release that, and then you start the index finger around your 3 and anti-clockwise 3. Okay, you can also give yourself a little more support over here with your thumb pressed in here. Okay, and you press it for a count of 20 seconds. So I'm going to do it only for 10 seconds. Okay, so the next one is again going to be the middle finger here on your, what is this called? It's called the orbital bone, right? So here, press it. Then we take it 2, 3, 4, 5 and anti, 2, 3, 4. Not pulling the skin, it's just you should feel the movement. You should feel the bone and the movement. Okay? After this, the next one is going to be up here. Now we're going to use the index finger again. 2, the center, 3, 4, 5, and the other way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fingers is also governing the vayus, okay? And then the center here. The center one here, you're going to take the ring finger. You're going to take the ring finger, and that's where you're going to press it. Here. Right where your the starting of your eyes are. So we do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So your massages are complete. After that, exercises. Start of exercise. Again, you're going to keep your, this is, you might have seen it many number of times, but please get used to doing it because it's very, what do you say, very beneficial. Huh? So it's just 1 feet away and you keep it right in the center that way. And then you're going to take the, one is circling the eyeballs in different directions is fantastic. Okay, you take it to the side, you take it up and down, you take it in concentric circles, you go up and down. These are all, whichever shape you would want to take with your eyeballs, please go ahead and do it, because it's very, very beneficial. But one thing you need to remember is, do not do it fast. It's not like this. It is maintaining the samadrishti just 3 or 6 times maximum. From here, you just take it to the right and left. Okay, let's do the Tratak first. I'm just moving from one to another very fast. I'm just being a little mindful about the time. I have this habit of going beyond the time. Okay, so here. And from here, the first one is, you're going to take it 1 feet towards the side. Do not let your eyeball go into the what do you say, the corner of the eyes. Okay, so you just take it till there, looking at the tip of your thumb, and you bring it back. So do this 3 times. This is the first exercise after you do all that. And the other side. Do it slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this was the Parshva Drishti. Now Vamana Drishti, towards the side, towards the left side. So you're looking at the thumb and release the other one and take this 1, 2, towards the lower side. In the sense, in line with your shoulder, we take it down. And then you take it up again and back here. And then again, you take it down here towards your shoulders. And you take it back onto center. Then one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you come up. And you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then same thing the other side. Maintain this position. Release this hand and take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you come back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then again. Then we take it up again. Last one. Come on. There are many Trataks, but these 2 are more than enough, because it kind of, looking towards the sides kind of covers most of the movement. Okay, and then after that you can do all the different directions of moving the eyes. Like I'll just set everything for you. One is going towards the side, a horizontal look to the side, and that too for a count of 5, and then you need to get to Samadrishti and to take it to the other side. It is not like the dancers, like how we do. I mean, I almost did the dancers movement, but it's like side, and then you connect to the Samadrishti. So if you have a lamp in front of you, you will have a point where you could fix. That's one. That is one. Second one is Bhru Madhya Drishti, where you're taking your eyes to the Bhru Madhya. This Drishti is being used, we use a lot in yoga. This is basically working on the sinus also. Bhru Madhya Drishti and Samadrishti. Bhru Madhya Drishti, Samadrishti. Bhru Madhya Drishti, Samadrishti. That's next. Then next would be Nasagrahi Drishti, where you will be from Samadrishti, Nasadrishti, Nasagrahi, and straight, Nasagrahi, straight, Nasagrahi, straight. So these are good enough. And then taking it to the extreme corner and moving the eyes in a zigzag up and down position. We start up, down, taking it all the way towards I started on the left, we're taking it all the way towards the right side. 2 and to the end. And then coming back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we go, and we go, and we go to the corner. That is one round. Then you take the eyes all the way up and do vertical. 1, 2, 1, 2, and all the way down till you go to the Nasagrahi Drishti, and then come back again. Take it left and right, take it left and right, take it left and right, take it left and right to Bhrumadhya Drishti. So these are all the Tratak ones. It takes half an hour actually to do eye yoga, but yeah, after all these things, staring at the lamp, hitting the face, cupping the eyes, doing the massage, and then doing these exercises. Okay, so the first one which I did as an eye exercises is the sidewards. Then we did up and down. Then we went. Then we did Bhrumadhya and Nasagrahi. Then we took it to the side and we did up and down, up and down, up and down, all the way towards the side, and then again back towards the side. And then we did vertical, vertical. Okay, so usually before a tantric or the tantra yoga meditation, eye exercises are done compulsorily. Okay, so that it calms the eyes and it also calms the mind. It calms the brain. It does a lot of. It releases a lot of vayu from the eyes. It clears up the vision, and there's a lot of things. And there is after that they go to the third eye. So we are not going to do the third eye because it requires a much more austere practice for that. We are just doing the two eyes, which are our drishti. Okay, so basically this comes from the tantra yoga practice. Okay, and also Ayurveda uses it a lot as therapy. I mean, it's not that it is used only in the tantra practice. It's also used as an Ayurvedic therapeutic routine to move the eyes up and down to release and create a kind of a movement. These are the eye exercises which can be done anytime, even during your. Now that was the early morning routine. Okay, the one more. Sorry, I forgot one more. One more is you have a samadrishti and then you go in concentric circles. So you start from samadrishti and do a small circle. Then you do a second big circle. And then you do a third big circle. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you take it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we look straight. 5 exercises. Not difficult at all. Done. The zigzag, zigzag, horizontal, vertical, done only once. Eyes moving left to right can be done 6 times. Concentric circles done only once. It doesn't take, it doesn't take more than, let's say, 2 minutes for you to finish this. So, and then drinking 2 glasses of water. This is the best thing to do. Okay. After we finish this routine and then we're done. Now we go back to the bathroom. If you're washing your face, you take a glass full of. You take a sip of water. You fill your cheek with water. Then you open your eyes, go to your sink. I would suggest if you can take a bottle of clean water, which is from your kitchen, which is your boiled water or your AquaGuard water. If you can take a bottle of water, drink that water, fill up your mouth, and then open your eyes. Splash water into your eyes with your eyes open. Okay? Splash water into your eyes with your eyes open, and then you flutter your lashes around, let's say 50 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not closing it like that, but just fluttering it. That way. Okay? 50 times. That will be your morning routine. Done. That's all. So this can be done, yeah. That's about it in your morning routine. So during your work time, and if you want to relax your eyes. Now we are going into the day's work and the little things which, when your eyes are feeling itchy, when your eyes are feeling dry, when your eyes are feeling tired, what you need to do. That would be, first of all, drink 2 glasses of water and then get out of the place where you're sitting and working. Just get out of the screen and go and look at nature. Just go and look at, or if you have a plant or if you have something green, just look at it, your eyes will immediately get calm. Okay? So that is one thing you need to do. And then there is another thing is just rubbing your hand. For that, your hand should be clean. Just go and wash your hands. When you do that, just rubbing your hands and cupping your hands really, really works. And if you cannot cup your hands, there are a few massages which you can do. That is your pressure point massages. That doesn't need anything much. And then cupping your hand needs clean hands. But yeah, Clean hands is required even for the massage, so you can do the massage during your work time. And drinking water, of course, and then replenishing yourself something. When you're dehydrated or if you have no nutrients in your body, your eyes go dull. So if you have a bowl of sunflower seeds, flax seeds kept with you, if that is your snacking routine during the mid time of the day, fantastic. Walnuts are very, very good for eyes. Flax seeds are essential for the eyes. After a certain age, it is very, very important. Before that, it replenishes and creates strength in the eyes. Okay, and then almonds are good. And yeah, these 3 nuts are 4: almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, sunflower, and pumpkin seeds. 5, sorry. These 5 as a snack in the afternoon, just a little bit. It kind of really takes care of the health of your eyes and your optic nerve. So that is something which you can do. And another thing is, yeah, so that's about your afternoon routine. Nothing much. And if you want to do a little, if you want to settle your eyes down, 2 things you can do immediately is, like, after you go out and look at the green, like I said, go out, you can just flutter your lashes for some time. Fluttering your lashes is very good because you will be staring for a long time. That is the one which creates the muscles get a little tight around the eyes, and so very gently fluttering your lashes is a fantastic thing to do. Do around 20 of the eyes fluttering this way. And if you're sitting on a chair, taking your head back on the chair like this and fluttering your lashes will also give a little more, it will also help you, is also helpful, especially for the lower eyes. And also taking it backwards and fluttering your lashes helps the eye bags also down here. Okay, so it kind of reduces in case if you have strained eyes, obviously gets those little bags down there. Taking your head onto your chair's handle behind, taking it all the way back and then fluttering your lashes is very, very good. And then looking towards the side and circling it around, doing small little exercises really helps your eyes, and it should be done at least once in the afternoon. Taking a break from your screen, doing these things really helps. And drinking water, please drink water. Immediately you'll start feeling this thing, okay? And going out for a while, looking at the green and looking at the sky. Blue and green is supposed to be very soothing for the eyes, okay? So that's your afternoon routine. And then drinking tea and coffee in between is actually not a great idea, because it is not good for the eyes, because it's sweet, number one, and it also kind of dries the eyes. So please get used to drinking something light without sugar. And that's your evening. Tea, coffee, sulfa. I mean, please avoid that. And evening, after you get back home, before you sleep, if you can do the same things again, which is your gargling of the mouth, put water in your mouth to the eyes, splashing water to the eyes and giving it a little massage. All these things can be done. And then putting a little castor oil in the night. Castor oil, you will have to put it under your eyebrows, on the bone here, not on your eyelids, not in the crease of the eyes, and not down. It's only this part. You get the cold pressed castor oil, putting it right below this. It's extremely cooling for the eyes, and you really feel the freshness when you wake up. You can try it. Okay, so castor oil above here helps you. So, and make sure you've had your dinner before 7:30. All this is important for the eyes. Of course, it's good for the health, and you've heard this many number of times, to have your meal before 8 o'clock, which is very, very ideal, and also gives you good night's sleep. That's the main thing. Very, very important for you to sleep well, for which you need to eat on time, switch off your, or rather screen time over by around 9 o'clock, and then you fall asleep by around 10:30, 11 is the best, because that's the time. The body has a clock. The body has its timing where it does different things. That's the time, the 10 o'clock onwards, the insulin production starts inside the body. So keeping the eyes closed and keeping it calm at that particular, from that time, the insulin production time is from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. So that's the time you really rest your eyes and rest, you also rest. Okay, so these are a few things which is from the Ayurvedic perspective I'm just giving you, and also thinking about doshas. So where I'm coming from is very, very scientific, which is proven and which is therapy in most of the shalas. Okay, so we do all these things, and it is coming from, I've made my notes from different doshas, I've made my notes from the ojas, tejas part of it, and I've made my notes on the nadis. Okay, so these things which moving up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, takes care of a lot of nadis, also the sinus. Even for the sinus, it's good. For the allergies and the sinus also, it is very good. Okay. So these are a few things which is very good. And then last thing in the night, if you can do your, what is that? The cucumber, potatoes. You'll have to just grated potatoes. You just squeeze it into the cotton pad and then put it. That's about it. So this will take care. This is for people who've got whose eyes are, who've got a little darkness in the eyes, and also this is rich in vitamin C and also vitamin C, which is good. And you just keep it on your eyes and keep it for 5 minutes. Okay. And the cucumber is to cool down. Cucumber water can be done even during the day. During the night is fantastic. Akka, I can see you. I think I should end it, right?
No, we've done 47 minutes, and I think we have questions. So I thought we would take questions.
Yes.
Do you want to? Okay, we'll take a couple of questions, and then you can end with your shloka, whatever you feel.
Yes, Akka. Yes.
One is a question that you will not answer. How do you open your third eye, Yamini Garu? But that is not a question for tonight. Okay. So do you have any other questions? Because it's really important. All of us are really tired. So the cucumber juice, the potato juice, squeeze into your, and just put it.
iPad and just skip. You can do this after this, because you've been watching the screen all this while, so you do it after this. It's fantastic. Cucumber first, and then potato after that also is good. It's therapeutic. It also bleaches the skin, so your eyes looks fresh. You'll feel nice. Yes. And I just didn't.
What about
have time to do asanas. There's one.
Yeah, you have time. It's okay. We have exactly 9 minutes more. You can do an asana.
Yeah, we can do asana. The most important one I'm just going to. So I'm going to take the screen down so that I go to the mat, and if all of you can get your pillows in place, that will be great. I'm going to just shift the screen down. And I'm going to go into a mat here. You can see me, right? Okay. If you don't want the pillows, you don't need the pillows. In Vajrasana, into Balasana with your forehead pressed onto a pillow. And the hands stretched forward. This is a very good asana for the eyes, for the center. This one. Staying here in this position for at least 20 seconds. And then going towards the side. Keeping your hand under your ears and then lying down this way. With your elbows taken to the side. Lying down this way is good for the vagus. These are all for the vagus nerve. Sidewards. This is good. Breathing in and out. And to the other side. Placing the hand and then doing this is good. And then in Vajrasana, take your pillows out, lift your hip up slightly, take your feet turn inwards, and then pressing your forehead to the ground and massaging the forehead like this on your mat. 2, 3, this one, 4, 5. This is one. The other one is you're going to take from the center of the forehead to the center of your head. 1. And back again to the center. And then again take it to the center of your head and to the center. So that's another one. The third one is you take it to the side, from this side of the temple to the other side. Massaging, pressing the head into the floor and taking it to the other side. Now once you finish this 5 rounds, then you do circling on your forehead. And then again you take it to the length of to the crown of your head and do some small circles over there. Clockwise and anti-clockwise 5 rounds. So these are really effective, and you can already feel it if you've done it with me. You can already feel it kind of calming your head and your forehead down. Okay. So I have a lot more. I mean, there are lots of things you can do to take care of the eyes, but I think this is more than enough for you to set up and have it. And then you can explore further into eye yoga practice. Okay.
What about Yamini? The good old-fashioned method of just doing what they call warm compress. You know, cotton pads and hot water, squeeze it and just put it on the eye. Yeah.
Yes.
That's very soothing.
That's very, very soothing. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell that. That's why I asked about the tea bag and this tea bag dipped in green tea is also very helpful. I mean, it's instead of just the plain water to take care of the skin around the eyes also. Green tea really helps. Okay. So yes, that's a
okay.
Yes, okay. Thank you. That's also good.
So
also,
somebody's asking me, are these eye exercises helpful for migraines? There's a question.
Yes, it is helpful. Yes, helpful. It is helpful.
Okay.
It is helpful for migraines. It is helpful for sinus.
Yeah. You've answered the other question, which is dark circles, the potato and the cucumber. You've answered that.
And also looking up, and all your fluttering of the lashes and all these things are good for the skin around, and also builds up circulation around the eyes, which is good for dark circles. Very, very important to sleep on time and not to have too much of sweets in the night, especially because the insulin production creates these issues around the eyes, and is not very good for the eyes. So the dark circles are basically, you need to have your nutrition set in order. Okay, the eye exercises will build up circulation, will become muscular. I mean, will give you muscular strength, which
So Yamini, you've been a Bharatanatyam dancer like I have, and I think a lot of classical dancers will agree that if we just did our Drishti Bhedam, every day, just our eye exercises, which has been really helpful, which if we just followed it would be extremely helpful. I want you to be able to follow Yamini on her Instagram handle at Yamini Muthanna, and please ask a question. She's a great teacher, and I'm always learning things from her. She's helping me sort out my own issues. So thank you all for joining, Yamini. We've actually completed 55 minutes. So we do have about 3 minutes more, and I'm going to only leave that for questions. And I want to say that my grandmother brought us all up by putting coals press castor oil, not just here, but
Yes.
inside our eyes once a week.
Yes. Into the eyes,
Yeah,
into the eyes
into the
also,
eyes.
and it depends on what. Yes, into the eyes is a little of an issue because depending on the dosha, castor oil is
Ah,
it might create a film of it's so depending on the dosha. A person like me, a kapha dosha, you are a pitta. So kapha dosha, person like me cannot have castor. We'll get sinus and stuff like that, putting it into the eyes. Because castor oil is
okay.
extremely cooling, we might get. I usually catch cold if it goes into the eyes, so it's just that. And there are a lot of
Ah,
things which comes from the grandmother's what do you say bag. I remember just before my Arangetram, I had a bad eye style, and it had turned red, and it was really really bad, and it was just 2 more days for me for my Arangetram to happen. So I went to the yoga shala to give the invite to my yoga guru, and he said, "What's happened to your eyes?" So I said, "Sir, styes are what to do. I don't know because I'll have to put the eye makeup, and it's really irritating. It's kind of there was tears just coming all along my eyes and stuff like that." So he said, "Just go and look for somebody who's given birth to a baby, and take a teaspoon of mother's milk,
mm,
and now, whenever I have a sty or something, I just go looking for something. Please give me some milk." No, and it is just instantaneous. It just goes away. So these things really, really work. It's not from. It's not
mm.
just a drop mother's milk
Wow.
into the eyes sorts eyes guy problems. So there are a lot of things like that, and also the tulsi juice.
Wow. That's
If you have infection in
okay.
your eyes, a little juice of tulsi inside your eyes really sorts it out. Yes. Next time you
So
have
can
nice dye,
we end with a
look
shloka?
at it.
Yeah. Can we end with a shloka,
Yes,
Yamini?
Saka.
Can we end with a shloka?
Yes,
We have
Saka.
1 minute to
I'm going
go.
to do it. Yes, we will. मुंदे गुरुणां चरणारविन्दे सन्दर्शिते स्वात्मसुतावबोधे निःश्रेयसे जाङ्गलिकायमान संसारहालाहलमोहशान्त्यै आवाहो पुरुषाकारं शङ्खचक्रस्य धारणं सहस्रशिरस्य संश्वेतं प्रणमामि पताञ्जलिं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः लोका समस्त सुखिनं भवतु शांति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो थैंक्स अकाउंट
Thank you, everybody. Thank you,
and
Yamini.
reciting
And take care of your eyes and be safe. Bye.